Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Godox sent me out the new Godox VDS-M2 mic. Yeah, Godox released an on-camera mic which looks incredible and comes up with a gain control knob and the USB-C port. We get a nice packaging. Inside we face the VDS-M2 mic, a shock mount, a windshield, and audio cables, including a USB-C cable. You can find my full unboxing video in the descriptions. Well, I cannot explain you how excited I am right now. I've been waiting for a long time to see such a mic by Godox, a real competitor to the Rode VideoMic NTG and the 𝗀𝗂𝗽𝗪 VM20. The Godox VDS-M2 mic comes with a high quality aluminum body. It looks nice and feels smooth. What I really like is the gain control knob, which has decent structures on it for a better grip. You can set up the gain from 1 up to plus 15 dB. Thumbs up here. On the right side you see the 3.5mm audio output. You can use the included TRRS to TRRS cable for mobile devices or the TRRS to TRS cable for a camera. In my case, my Sony a6300 supports TRRS audio input. There is no button like on other mics, which you need to switch whether you want to use it with a camera or a mobile device. The Godox VDS-M2 can automatically detect and switch it for you. You only need to use the correct audio cable, which is included in the box. On the left side there is the USB-C port. You can charge it with the included USB-C to USB-A cable. You can even connect it to a PC or laptop and use it as a USB mic. The battery capacity is 500 mAh. It's more than enough. In comparison, the Rode VideoMic NTG has 350 mAh battery capacity and the 𝗀𝗂𝗽𝗪 VM20 has only 300 mAh. The shock mount looks really nice. If you watch my Godox VK1 vlog video, you know how much I like the yellow shock mount of the included Godox mic out there. Here you can see both shock mounts in comparison. Well, the shock mount does the job and absorbs the shock and vibrations. You can also adjust the position of the shock mount. On the bottom you see a 3/8" to 1/4" thread. Last but not least, we get a windshield here. I'm always using the mic with it. It does the job, but we don't have a dead cat, which you will need outside when it's windy. Sure, you can use the high-pass filters to cut the wind noises, but it would be nice to have a dead cat. You get 3 buttons, including the power button. It will automatically power on when the camera turns on. You can also long press the power button to turn it on or off. If you short press once, it will switch to the high frequency boost. The second button engages the 75 Hz high pass filter. If you press it for the second time, it will switch to 150 Hz high pass filter, which can cut lower frequencies like wind or traffic noises. There is a peak warning light at the top, which will flash red at clipping. If so, you can press the third button to switch to minus 20 dB. If you press once again, you can activate the safety channel. The third press activates both functions. Last but not least, you can use the Godox VDS-M2 as USB mic. You only need to connect the included USB-C to USB-A cable to your mic and PC. That's it. The Godox VDS-M2 mic is compatible with cameras, mobile devices such as phones and tablets, and even with PC and laptops. I am currently using the Godox VDS-M2 mic on my Sony a6300 Cinerig. The audio quality is great. I did a few tests before so that I can tell you more about the audio quality right now. As you know me, I am always using my Godox MoveLink M2 mic to record my voice. You should also check it. I linked it in the descriptions. Hey guys, right now I am outside and I'm using the windshield and there is no dead cat included, so I cannot test it with a dead cat. And I didn't turn on the high pass filters so that I can compare it to the 75 Hz high pass filter and to 150 Hz high pass filter and without. So let me switch it first and then I will come again. Now I switch to the 75 Hz high pass filter with windshield on. As you can see or hear, the sound quality has improved and it absorbs the wind noises and the traffic noises. Let's switch to the 150 Hz high pass filter and listen to the sound. So right now I switch to the 150 Hz high pass filter and the traffic noises and the wind noises should be gone now, or it should be less. And yeah, it would be great if Godox included the dead cat, but there's windshield and the high pass filters options. So in this case, it doesn't matter if there's a dead cat or not. But I have the other Godox mic, which was included in the Godox VK1 kit, and it does have a dead cat, and I will try if it fits to the Godox VDS-M2 video mic. I am assuming that the Godox VDS-M2 will cost around 200 euros. For more information, please check the link in the descriptions. The Godox VDS-M2 is a great on-camera microphone. The aluminum body looks beautiful and feels really nice. The gain control knob works pretty fine. I really like the structures on it, which add more grip to control it. The three buttons can turn on various features and have a good pressure. The USB-C port is a great decision to go because you can charge it with other USB-C cables or just use the VDS-M2 as a USB mic on a PC. Also, I can use it with my Ceramic AX1 two-way audio adapter, thanks to the integrated battery. I've also got the Ceramic VMic Mini, as you can see here in direct comparison, but I cannot use it with the AX1 audio adapter because of the lack of internal battery. The shock mount looks cool in that yellow color. I'm a huge fan of it. It's also adjustable to front or back. My only critic is that there is no dead cat included in the box. The windshield works pretty fine. I really like the Godox branding on it. The VDS-M2 mic is compatible with PC, mobile devices, and cameras. If your phone doesn't have a 3.5mm jack, you need an audio adapter, depending on whether you're using an Android or iPhone. I also tested the mic while charging. I'm using a SmallRig 𝗪𝗪𝗪 adapter plate Professional, which comes with an extra USB-C port. I plugged my mic into it while it's installed on my camera. I recorded while charging it. It works, but there is a higher background noises. To sum up, the Godox VDS-M2 is a great video mic, which comes with all the features one can wish. It features high frequency boost, 75 Hz and 150 Hz high pass filter, safety channel, clipping warning, gain control, and -20 dB at warm press. There is a 500 mAh internal battery which you can charge using the USB-C port. If you're looking for a new mic supporting all these features, you should definitely check the Godox VDS-M2 on-camera mic first. I linked the official website and the Amazon links, if it's available now, in the descriptions. Comment below what you think about this mic and whether you're going to buy it or not. Just subscribe my channel to support me, buddy. See you next time.